What happens if you do nothing about a tree infected with peach leaf curl year after year after year? I've been doing nothing to my peaches and nectarines for about 15 years now. And so here's what happens if you do nothing. This is a Snow Queen nectarine tree, as I'm sure it is with your trees. It's more infected with peach leaf curl than it ever has been this year. This spring of 2020 has been the worst year that I've seen with our wet, cool weather in March and April. So what do we have? Well, we've got infected leaves down below. We've got new flush that's uninfected. That's the way it always goes. Whether you have sprayed or not sprayed, the new flush, once the weather warms and dries out, is always uninfected. That's the way the fungus works that causes peach leaf curl. How about the fruit? The fruit, well, this is actually Red Baron peach grafted onto the Snow Queen nectarine. The fruit is largely uninfected, almost entirely uninfected. Where here's a Snow Queen nectarine. The fruit looks fine. What I have noticed though is there are some differences in terms of like tree to tree and variety to variety difference. So right next to this tree is a spicy nectarplum. It's always been a weak grower. I'm not sure. At first I suspected the citation rootstock, but I don't think that's it. I think it's just a weak root system in general. And this tree, as you'll see, has not really rebounded as the Snow Queen tree has, and it's got sparse foliage. The fruit is more infected as well, and kind of just it's obviously been attacked by other insects. The tree's always been a weak grower, and so it's been hit by the peach leaf curl worse as well in terms of how well it's rebounded after the infection. Let me show you some more spicy nectarplum to compare. Up here I've got I grafted some spicy nectarplum onto another old vigorous peach rootstock that I had, and you'll see that the growth is a lot better. It's also got infected growth down there, but then you back up and you see all of that vigorous, healthy new growth. Compare that to the previous tree, and it makes me think it's a difference in the rootstock or the vigor and health of the tree or the roots on the whole. So this tree has, or this mass of rootstocks has a lot of different varieties grafted onto it, and what you'll notice is there's quite a difference variety to variety. This bare looking branch is a Babcock peach. It seems to have been infected worse than all of the other varieties on this tree. It's got almost no leaves left. The fruit set is fine, and the fruit is actually looking fine, uninfected and such, but without the leaves to protect the fruit, it's going to get sunburned if the heat hits soon. So anyway, here's another variety, lots of regrowth. These are all different varieties of peach and nectarine, and you'll see that they've grown back a lot better than that Babcock graft. That's a Double Delight nectarine. This is another nectarine variety. This is a saucer peach called Galaxy. Much more regrowth. So in short, what I've noticed is the overall health and vigor of the tree makes a difference, as well as the variety in terms of how much the peach leaf curl affects the tree as well as the fruit, and that's what I've noticed while doing absolutely nothing ever for peach leaf curl. Not only have I not ever sprayed, but I've never fertilized or sprayed a foliar product like some kelp meal or something on the foliage. no compost tea concoctions. Just, I've never done anything. Never picked up fallen leaves or mummy fruit. So that's what I've noticed happening when doing nothing ever to try to manage peach leaf curl on peaches and nectarines in Southern California.